What's up, my vaping friends? Kylie Vapes back at you with another review, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Slim's e-juice. I've got 4 flavors to try and I am very excited. First, a little information about Slim's e-juice. I really like how you can create your own flavors, you can customize flavors, and you can customize the PG-VG ratio as well as, the nicotine. They offer several different levels of nicotine, starting from 0 all the way up to 36, and I believe they're in increments of 2. The lowest they offer is 2 milligrams, and then they go 4, 6, 8. I'm hoping, at least I believe that's what that is. Anyway, so their PG-VG ratios, you can get their Slim's Standard Mix, which is a 60 PG, 40 VG, but you can also, continuously add VG. All of the samples that I am tasting today are in max VG. Let's see. They also offer free US shipping, which is really cool. And their 30 milligrams are as cheap as, somewhere around $9. And they've got an Instagram code, like it's a 20% off code on their Instagram page, which makes those 30 milliliters like 7 something, which is awesome for 30 milliliters. Okay, so let's get to tasting these lovely flavors I've got today. I have Antifreeze, Thug Juice, Pumpkin Spice, and Star Energy. So let's start out with Star Energy first, because it's a fairly neutral flavor. Here's the bottles, what the labels look like, handwritten, and they give you the little flavor artist in the corner. Here, let's see, flavor artist was Drew. Again, I'm tasting all of these in 0 nicotine and in max VG. Woo! Okay, so Star Energy, if you can't already tell, it's an energy drink flavor, and if you are not familiar with energy drinks and you can't figure out which one it's supposed to be imitating, it's Rockstar. Excuse me. The reason why I decided to try Rockstar is because I'm a huge fan of energy drinks. However, they're just, I drink them too much, and I'm feeling the effects, after drinking them, and I'm just trying to cut back. That's my point. I'm trying to cut back on my energy drinks. And Star Energy is 100% on point, tastes exactly like Rockstar. And this is actually the second Rockstar flavor that I've had. The first one was by Liquid Heads, and the difference between the two is that Liquid Heads offered a carbonated effect on the exhale, whereas this one does not have that. It's a very smooth throat hit, very smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Of course, I am tasting in 0 milligram nicotine and 100% VG, so you shouldn't be expecting much of a throat hit. But with that said, Star Energy, is very delicious, and I highly recommend if you're an energy drink vape fan, because I really am. I love Red Bull and I love Rockstar, and those are like my 2 favorite energy drinks that I would purchase on a daily basis anyway. So definitely check that one out. The next one I'm going to be tasting is called Thug Juice. Now, if you are a Mount Baker vapor fan, you probably know what Thug Juice is, because that's actually the very first Thug Juice mix that I've had was by Mount Baker Vapor. It was really high nicotine, about 12 milligrams, so the throat hit was a little intense for me for, my liking, and I wasn't sure on the PG-VG ratios because I know that Mount Baker allows you to customize those as well. But as for this Thug Juice, I'm really freaking digging it. If you're unfamiliar with the flavor of Thug Juice, it's like it's a grape, watermelon, menthol mix. It's supposed to be like a cocktail. Very delicious. So let's drip some into my tobe, T-O-B-H, or whatever you like to call it. I like to call it my tobe. I almost want to call it Toby. Yeah, Toby. And just in case you're wondering, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I've just got a single parallel build in here. Thug Juice is probably one of my favorite flavors ever because I really like watermelon, I like grape, and I freaking love menthol. If you follow me on Instagram, if you're a subscriber, if you're a regular watcher of my reviewers, you know this. Anyway, but because I'm such a huge fan of the menthol, it's not even like that strong in this vape. It's just the combination of the sweetness of the watermelon and the grape juice together combining, making their own like cocktail blend, and then adding the menthol in is just wonderful. It kind of makes it like a chilled effect. It kind of makes you feel like you're sipping on a grape watermelon slushy. Amazing. I freaking love it. And the reason why it's one of my favorites is actually because of trying the Mount Baker flavor way before I started vaping heavily. Just a friend of mine was like, yeah, I got this, it's Thug Juice. And I really liked the name of it because, you know, I listen to rap, I listen to hip hop, I love R&B, so, you know, Thug Juice, it had an appeal to me just because of the name. And then when I vaped it and I got that initial flavor of the watermelon and the grape menthol, I absolutely loved it. The only thing I have to say about the Mount Baker version is that I didn't enjoy the throat hit. However, Thug Juice by Slims is definitely my favorite, and it trumps the Mount Baker Vapor flavor. So test it out if you are a fan of Mount Baker. Okay, so let's move on to Antifreeze. I was reading some of the other reviews on the Slims e-Juice website for Antifreeze, of course, and people were saying that it tasted like watermelon extra gum. I don't know where they got that from, but you know, to each his own. In my opinion, just smelling this, I get a really tangy, like Hawaiian punch flavor. You know, you can smell just real tropical, real tangy. It smells like punch, and so that's why I was a little confused why people thought it tasted like watermelons. Wow. I love this flavor, by the way. Thank you very much, Slims, for sending these out to me for review. Antifreeze. Okay. I'm still gonna go with, I think it's a punch menthol blend. And it's more than just menthol. The menthol is very powerful, very intense, and I love it. It's not too intense that you're gonna wanna pull away and choke on it. Like people are having challenges with really icy blends. I believe there's like one called Mr. Freeze from, I don't know, Dragon Vapes or something, and people are doing contests as who can take the biggest pull and who can have the biggest clouds without choking or coughing or whatever. This will not make you choke and cough, however, it will deliver that wonderful icy menthol rush that you're looking for if you decide to try Antifreeze. It's definitely a unique blend because I would have never thought to pair Hawaiian Punch or just some type of punch flavor with a menthol, but I'm really glad they did it because it's a game changer. It's definitely unique, something new, and if you're tired of just vaping standard menthols, or if you're tired of regular fruit and menthol blends, check out Antifreeze because it's going to up the ante a little bit, you know. It's going to up the ante, it's going to surprise you, and it's going to change your game. Your vaping game, that is. Alright, and so the last flavor I'm going to talk about today is pumpkin spice. I had to, you know, my inner white girl was just like, ooh, get that one. You know, fall is just right around the corner, so figured why not stock up on something I know is going to be my all-day vape in the autumn season. I can say that the smell of this juice if you guys have smelled pumpkin spice candles or anything like that, it smells exactly like a pumpkin spice candle. It smells just like walking into a Michael's and grabbing that glass jar of pumpkin spice, you know, going pop right off and taking a huge whiff, and that's exactly what the vape smells like. So now we're just gonna have a quick puff and we'll talk about the flavor. I'm failing at O's today. Ooh. Anyway, okay, so pumpkin spice. If you have not had a pumpkin spice flavor yet, I suggest that you try one. And this is actually my very, very first pumpkin spice vape before. Slim's e-Juice was the first website and actually the only website so far that I've seen that has offered pumpkin spice. And just pumpkin spice. It's not pumpkin spice latte. There's no added anything. It is pumpkin and spice. I really love it. You get the spice more than the pumpkin on the inhale, and then on the exhale that flavor of the pumpkin really comes through. It's beautifully sweet, but not too sweet. It's just enough to really just make you want to vape on it all day on a blustery fall day. Wonderful, and it's definitely one of my favorite flavors. So, that is all for my Slim's e-Juice review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I want to thank Slim's e-Juice again for sending these out to me for review. I really appreciate the opportunity, and I loved your guys' juices. I can't wait to try even more because your prices are amazing and the juice is amazing. So, I mean, for cheap juice, and it's amazing. That's just freaking awesome. So, thank you again, and thank you guys for watching. So stay tuned because I've got more reviews coming up.